Hi friends. Today we will see what are variables and data types in C programming. Variable is a memory location where we store the values of different data types. We will see what are data types later in this session. Each variable in C has a specific type, which determines the size and layout of the variable's memory, the range of values that can be stored within that memory, and the set of operations that can be applied to the variable. So, there are some rules which must be followed while creating the variables. Variable name can consist of capital letters, lowercase letters, and underscore. Rule number 1. The first character must be a letter or underscore. Rule number 2. Blank spaces cannot be used in variable names. Rule number 3. Special characters like number, dollar are not allowed. Rule number 4. C keywords cannot be used as variable names. Rule number 5. Variable names are case sensitive. Rule number 6. Values of the variables can be numeric or alphabetic. Rule number 7. Variable type can be char, int, float, double and so on. That is, every variable must have its type. Let's see some legal and illegal variable names for clear understanding. Here, first one is illegal, as it starts with an integer. Second, is valid one as it follows the rules. Third is also valid as it starts with underscore. So, let's see the variable definition. Here, in this syntax, type can be int, float, double, long, char, and so on. Every statement in C terminates with semicolon symbol. Type can be followed with number of variables, that is in second syntax. Let us understand this with an example. Here, we have 4 data types with their corresponding variable. That is, width and height are variables of type int. Letter is a variable of type character. Weight and area are variables of type float. And finally, d is a variable of type double. Here, variables like height, letter are being initialized at the time of declaration. Initialization of variable means assigning the values to the variable of their respective types. What is data type? Data type is set of values and is determined to act on those values. Data types in C programming are mainly classified into 2 types: primary and secondary data type. The primary data types includes int, float, void, long, double char, and secondary data types include array, string, structure, union. Size of each data type is different. To see the size of any data type, you can use size of operator. C data types are used to identify the type of a variable when it declared, identify the type of the return value of a function, identify the type of a parameter expected by a function. Some data types with their respective declarations are as follows. So, let us demonstrate the program with the help of data types. Let us open Turbo C compiler. Click on above File tab, click New. So as you know, any C program begins with the header files. To know more about header files, you can watch our previous video. Coming back, we will include stdio.h and conio.h files. So, let's include main method over here. Starting with left curly braces, and ending with right curly braces. And whatever code we want to write, we must write within those braces. We will write a program for addition of two integer numbers. Before starting our program, we will see what is required. So, first we have to declare three variables, with the integer types a, b, and c. Secondly, we have to take two integer values from user with the help of scanf function. Scanf is an inbuilt function which is used to take input from the user via keyboard. Scanf takes two parameters. First parameter is format specifier of the variable which is to be taken as an input. The second parameter consists of variable names preceded by ampersand symbol. Here ampersand sign indicates address of that variable, where the value is to be stored. You need to take as many format specifiers as many the number of variables, and assigning those values to our newly created variables. Let's print the text on the screen, saying, enter the two integer values, using printf function. Now, we should take those values and assign them to our variables. So, using scanf function we will take values from user. At this stage, we have values with us. Now, we will add values of a and b, and store it in c variable. Lastly, we have to print the value of c. So, let us include one more printf function, to display the result. Here %d symbol, is format specifier for integer type. As our result is in integer format, we have included %d format specifier. If suppose, you are adding two float numbers, then you should use %f in place of %d. So, finally, let's compile our program. It is successfully compiled. Now, run the program. Here on the console, the text has been as displayed. So enter the two integer values, one after other followed by the enter. And, the result is as expected. So, let us save this program. Click File tab. Click Save As. Now, providing name as addition.c. So, this was sample program for addition of two numbers. Now similarly you can try it for other data types. Thanks for watching.